wrestling fans, and welcome to another great program of World Grand Prix Wrestling. We have got another sensational card.
We got mosquitoes, we got rain, we got everything here.
We're outside.
I love it. We're going to have a great action hour here because Brown's here, Flowers here, Dawson's here, Flowers, and hey, you name them, we got them all right here. Don't turn that dial.
No, we're battling the elements. We're at the Albert County Exhibition in Riverside, Albert. It's a pleasure to be back here once again. And we've got, as we said, another great program. And let's go to our ring announcer, Joe Seelig, with tonight's first match.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first match on today's program is scheduled for one fall. It is a tag team action match. Introducing first from Moncton, New Brunswick, weighing 240 pounds, Robert Messerall. And his tag team partner from Vancouver, BC, weighing 230 pounds, Mike Lozanski. Their opponents, first from Pampa, Texas, weighing 242 pounds, no class, Bobby Bass. And his tag team partner, the current international heavyweight champion from New Orleans, weighing 222.5 pounds, the Hustler, Rip Rogers. And your referee for this match, Ron Gauguin.
Well, this is a great way to start off a program of World Grand Prix Wrestling tag team action. Here's a new combination, Rip Rogers and Bobby Bass. Actually, they've tagged up in the past, but they're getting back together now. Who knows? Maybe if they score a victory here over Mike Lozanski and Robert Messerall, they might be looking at the Continental Tag Team Championship belts. That's certainly a possibility.
Well, there's no question, Gary Maxwell. You said it all. But let me remind you one thing. Don't think for 1 minute they got their hands easy today, because Mike Lozanski and this young, good-looking man from Moncton, New Brunswick, let me tell you, he's in great shape. He's just a beginner, but I'm going to tell you, what I saw in the last 3 or 4 weeks, this guy looks tremendous. And I'm sure if he keeps up along with Mike Lozanski, and listen to Mike Lozanski, I'll tell you the truth, they could be a great tag team. And listen, don't be too surprised that they don't have an upset. But then again, I'm the world's greatest liar also.
Well, Bulldog Bob Brown, you certainly are always ready to impart your opinions here on World Grand Prix Wrestling, and we should ask you about a situation that, of course, is coming up. We've got the girls coming to the Maritimes. I know it's a subject dear to your heart, so I'm giving you now the opportunity to talk.
When you talking about World Grand Prix Wrestling, now just let me finish off. You know, we haven't got too long to go, but listen, when Emile Dupree actually takes his wallet out, let me tell you, mothballs come out of it. And now he's gone overboard, and everybody in Canada and the United States is ready to have a heart attack. He's bringing in the 2 first-class girls from the United States of America, and they tell me they're gorgeous. And listen, and brought the midgets in. Hey, what can I tell you? Hey, listen, the guys went out and did his job just for you people in the Maritimes. And you should take your hat off to Emile Dupree. Not too often that I give him credit. But I'll tell you, this time I'll give him credit because he's got a first-class, top-notch show. And I'm going to tell you, when you got these people coming into your area, you got to be doing something right. And when you draw many fans as World Grand Prix Wrestling throughout the season, hey, you're doing the right thing. You know why you're doing the right thing? I'll tell you why. Because people are coming out to see something. They're coming out to buy a product. And the product is professional wrestling at its best. Leo Burke, Bobby Kay, Big Steven Pettifer, Mike Lozanski, you name them. No class, Bobby Bass, Rip Rogers, yours truly, one of the greats to come out of Kansas City, Missouri, and still going and looking for a championship belt before the season starts. Listen, add it all up together, and what do you get? You get one big package, and it's ready to explode.
Robert Messerall is ready to explode right now here against the international champion, Rip Rogers. Messerall has really impressed observers here in his initial campaign with World Grand Prix Wrestling.
You know what amazes me?
What?
That Bobby Bass has been teaming up with Flowers. He teamed up with me. He teamed up with Rip Rogers. Something's telling me along the line, Gary, that he's looking for the right combination. Now, maybe Rip Rogers, his kind of style, and they both look alike. They do a lot of things together. I'm talking about, you know, their lifestyle, going down the highway, talking, staying at, you know, probably the worst hotels in the world. This is their kind of life. You know, it's a low life, but this is their kind of thing. And you know what? Sometimes that becomes a great winning combination, Gary.
It almost sounds as though you're knocking this team of Bass and Rip Rogers.
I would never knock Rip Rogers.
I thought you guys were buddies.
Yeah, Rip Rogers has got a lot of talent. I'm going to tell you, a lot more talent than he has shown. He's got a lot of secret talent. And one of these days, you'll see the true Rip Rogers come out.
Well,
Right
I'll tell you
now,
one thing.
he doesn't have to show anything, because I'll tell you what, he's beaten everybody. He's the international champion. What can I tell you? Stand in line, gentlemen, because you'll get your chance.
He is the international heavyweight champion, and one way or another, Rip Rogers has maintained possession of that belt. Here he is now in against Mike Lozanski. And Lozanski now gets thrown into the turnbuckle by Rogers, and out of the way, and look at this. Lozanski with a beautiful arm drag.
Let me tell you something about Rip Rogers.
What?
Even though he's the international belt, let me tell you, it's going to stop. Nothing's going to stop me from going after him. He's got something that everybody wants. And when I think the time is right, I'm going to put my name on top of the long list of challengers. Hey, I want that belt. I decided that maybe it's Bulldog Bob Brown's turn to get a shot at the title. You know, I've been here now for 3 months, going on 4 months, and I haven't lost a match. So don't you think that Bulldog Bob Brown should be #1?
Well, it would certainly be up to the promoters of World Grand Prix Wrestling when they, of course, review the rankings and make those decisions, but I can't believe you'd want to take on Rip Rogers.
Hey, listen,
I don't think you could beat Rip Rogers.
I can't believe that you said last week that Bobby Kay and Leo Burke are the #1 contenders. Bobby Kay just, who does make the rankings? I'm confused when it comes to the rankings. Bobby Kay just came in, and right off the bat, they get a title match. And lo and behold, they go out and they steal the belts.
They didn't steal the belts, and you know it, and we've already debated that subject. They are the Continental Tag Team Champions, Leo Burke and Bobby Kay. But I don't think you could beat Rip Rogers in a title match. Here's Rip now doing a number on Mike Lozanski.
Let me ask you a question. Let me stop you right there.
What's that?
What makes you think that I couldn't beat Rip Rogers? Now, you compare the both of us. You know when there's things on the line and Bulldog wants something, what happens when you got a pit bull cornered against the wall? What happens?
Well, let me say this about that. That whatever transpires, it has to be done in the ring. It's not enough just to sit here and talk about it, and let's see it happen.
Well, I hope it does happen, because I'll tell you what, if I should ever wrestle Rip Rogers for the title, I'm going to tell you this much. It's going to be the greatest thing, the greatest event that ever took place in the Maritimes. And I'll tell you the truth, I think I'm the one that can beat Rip Rogers. You know, Rip Rogers got a lot of respect for me, and I got a lot of respect for him. But listen, the bottom line is money. And when it comes to money, let me tell you what I would do. I'd throw my own mother over the top rope. Look at the letters I get at the TV station. People keep writing, in care of Bulldog Bob Brown, 150, 200 a week. That's what I get. Keep writing them. Hey, I answer them all, ladies and gentlemen. Every letter that comes into the TV station, I answer. That's
true.
what kind of a good guy I am.
It's true, he does answer. We do get it. I must admit, we do get some mail. Most of the mail, though, of course, directed to the likes of Leo Burke, along
but
with
you never hear from Leo Burke.
Big
He's too
Stephen
cheap to put a postage stamp on. He wants to send
don't go on saying that now. You know that's not true. Here's Robert Messerall. He's in all kinds of trouble
Double
against
backdrop.
Rip Rogers and no-class Bobby Bass. A big double backdrop, and here's Bass now coming in. Legal man in the ring is Rip Rogers, by the way. And Rogers is going to exit. No tag made, and Bass is now on top of Messerall. Count of 2.
What do you mean no tag made?
There's no tag made.
Okay, what match are you watching?
Here's Messerall now getting to his feet. Bass with the right hand. Bass now going to drive the head of Messerall into Rip Rogers. Here's Rogers coming back in. Rip Rogers. Headbutt on Robert Messerall as Rip struts his stuff before the crowd here at the Albert County Exhibition. We're wrestling outdoors here in Riverside, Albert. And Robert Messerall down on his back once again. Hard clothesline by the hustler, Rip Rogers. Just a count of two, though. Messerall able to kick out.
Oh, I told you, this young man is coming on. You know, I'm going to tell you, he looks good. I tell you, 3 or 4 months of good experience behind him. I'm going to tell you what, he's going to give a lot of guys a lot of trouble around here. This guy's really come on. And now, you know, hey, they had these guys for 10 or 12 minutes, and listen, and they're staying right with them.
Well, Messerall is doing an outstanding job. Bass and Rogers both in the ring now. We got to get someone out of here. Rogers is escaping now, and we've got Bass, and oh, look at this! Messerall able to crawl to safety, and here's Mike Lozanski, who's just been chomping at the bit. Lozanski body slamming Bobby Bass, drop kick. Here's Lozanski going after hustler Rip Rogers, and Rogers got that in the face. Now look at this, beautiful maneuver by Lozanski, and just a count of two. I thought he had that one.
Oh, I tell you what, Lozanski's going to town. He's taking these guys right to the limit.
Lozanski now, small package on no-class Bass, who's able to roll out. Lozanski really doing a job here on Bob Bass. Now there's a reversal, and Lozanski is going to try and roll Bass over. And now he tags in with Messerall. Lozanski certainly coming in and getting the job done. Bass missing. Here's atomic drop time. Oh, my! Bobby Bass feeling that one. And he's in the wrong corner as far as he's concerned. Messerall got himself into a little bit of trouble there, however. And now Bass is able to tag, and here comes international champion Rip Rogers. Rip Rogers rolled over into the small package, and Bass is able to help out his partner. Rogers can't finish off the body slam. Messerall's doing an outstanding job. He's an imposing physical specimen. And look at this! Sunset flip! And Messerall nearly upset hustler Rip Rogers. This is a great match. And now Rogers starting to pound away, and Messerall's giving it right back at him. Here's a reversal off the ropes. And Rogers.
Oh, the DDT.
DDT.
This could be over. Nobody gets out of that.
Count of three. DDT is what finishes off Robert Messerall and Mike Lozanski.
Tremendous match there.
Oh, it was a great match.
I'll tell you, really looked good to me. I tell you, Rip Rogers and Bobby Bass is lucky to get out of this match without getting defeated. It was a great match.
Hustler Rip Rogers.
I'm not interested in what you have to say, Maxwell.
So stand back, boy, let us talk.
Hey, we got some beefs around here.
Great.
Tell them about it, Bobby.
You know what? A lot of people are saying me and the Ripper are the new sort of tag team around here. Well, Ripper, in a sense, I guess you could say that, because you did not like what happened with Leo Burke and Bobby Kay, and you want a little bit of revenge as much as I do. Now, you know what? When the Ripper and the Batman, we get together, a lot of people are going to get hurt like these gang competitors tonight. They were gang, but you know what they didn't have, Rip? They didn't have the experience, didn't have the style, and they didn't have the grace of me and you, brother.
And whether it be Bobby Kay, whether it be Leo Burke, Stephen Pettit, Paul Stoppin, Paul Peller, Mike Lozanski, Buddy Lane, the Beast, it doesn't matter. They're going down to us because we're the unholy alliance. Marcus, whoa.
So what's
Could
your
be a
problem?
tag team to watch in the future. Stay tuned. We've got more great action here on World Grand Prix Wrestling.